raise hand function, we'll try to get to. Otherwise, we will open it up for in person.
What's been your biggest takeaway just from preseason, training camp, everything so far?
I think my biggest takeaway has just been to stay in the moment and just take it day by day and not look too far ahead and try to plan for this or that. We just need to focus on the here and the now, trying to get to know each other on the court and just figuring out how to play with each other offensively and defensively. And I think just continuing to get reps will make that seamlessly happen.
And then we talked, everyone has been raving about your defense, like how good of a defensive leader you are. What does that mean to you?
I mean, of course it's great. That's my goal, obviously, to be kind of the head of our defense. Obviously, Chris coached me before in Connecticut, and he was the defensive kind of guru there. And so I think I learned a lot from him and Jazz, who's on staff here. So it's nice being able to have defensive-minded coaches. But I just want everyone to just level up on that side of the ball. I know Dallas struggled defensively last year, so we're looking to completely flip the script in that sense this year.
Well, you talked about the familiarity with Chris and all that. You're coming into a situation you're new. There's a bunch of new people, a bunch of new things. Does that make it easier or harder to transition to a new organization? There's so many people going through the same thing.
I mean, I think it's difficult regardless. But I think it's just another piece that's maybe a little more difficult is that everyone's trying to learn it. You don't really have anybody who can be like, okay, well, this is how you do it because we've already done it 3, 4, 5 years. But, you know, we're all learning from each other. We can all give and take from each other. And I think that's been really helpful and beneficial for us these first couple weeks.
Who's the some of your inspirations?
Fashion-wise, I don't know. Honestly, I try to go on Pinterest and stuff and look at people who have similar body types because I don't really go with the trends because everything doesn't look good on every body type in my opinion. And so like I know some stuff don't look good on me because I don't have no hips yet. So I have to find clothes that, you know, fit my body right. And I always just like to do something with a little hint of feminine, you know, pink or a little sparkle or something like that. Throw a heel on with some sweats. I love just being a girl.
I was about to ask you, heels, flats, or sneakers. One,
heels.
3 things you can't live without.
I'm gonna say heels because I wear sneakers for my job. So like I'm already always wearing sneakers. And I like to stand in that confidence of being a tall woman and not being afraid to still wear heels. So I'm gonna say heels. And then what's the second question?
3 things you can't live without.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go with my phone because I can talk to people. I can get the Bible app on there, so I'm eliminating that right there. And then I'm gonna go food. Does that count? And water.
What kind of food?
I'm real picky. I only eat chicken, basically. Chicken, soul food, Ruth's Chris,
Whataburger, Chick-fil-A.
Well, we don't have. This is the first time I've been. Well, Waco, but I'm from California. We don't have Whataburger there. We got In-N-Out, but Chick-fil-A. Okay. Yeah.
We won't start an In-N-Out Whataburger.
Look, I'm not even in it because I don't even eat burgers, so y'all got it.
Hey, you mentioned Chris. You worked that. How do you think he's going to translate to being a head coach?
I think it's going to be great. Obviously, with anything, when you're transitioning into a new role, there's a learning curve. But he's lucky to have Kurt alongside him still to be able to kind of mentor him and ask questions, be a sounding board off of. So I think it'll be great. But the special thing about Chris is he's just like a really good human being. He cares about us beyond basketball. He starts every day with some type of mindfulness, some type of reset for your mind because he knows there's so much going on in this day and age in sports, whether it's social media, whether it's just your own personal expectations or mental health. So he always makes sure to feed into that part before he even starts with basketball. So I think that's really special because when you have a coach like that, you are willing to do so much more for them because you know it's more than just basketball.
DiJonai, what are your thoughts about the DFW and also maybe your home when you debut this weekend?
I like it here. I like Dallas. I like the culture. I went to a taco margarita festival, so it was very on brand. You know, San Diego is very into Mexican food too, so that's like, I forgot to mention that's one of my favorite types of foods too. There you go. I like it a lot. I like just the diversity, the culture, not the weather yet, but I know it's gonna warm up soon. And then the home debut, I'm excited. I'm just excited to get back on the court, to play games, play against somebody else besides ourselves is always great, so we're excited.
DiJonai, I love that you said you love being.
Okay, right here.
I love that you said you love being a girl. How do you summarize the mindset that allows you to be so set in your femininity, but also be the aggressive, dominant athlete that you are?
Yeah, I talk about this all the time. I just feel like they're not mutually exclusive, and people for a long time, tried to make it either you can be a competitive athlete or you can, stand in that femininity. And I like to bridge the two and show that there is intersectionality. Women, people in general, have so many different things that you can do at once. And I'm always gonna show up as whether I'm playing a game, whether I'm going to church, whether I'm going to the grocery store, like whatever I feel like showing up as, that's how I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be myself authentically.
I was just curious if you guys reached out to the law enforcement to see that.
No, not yet. Where the camera at? Not yet. I'm ready to get a new car too.
Landon, go ahead.
Hey DiJonai, just coming here to Dallas, you obviously offer the most improved player. You enhance a lot of areas of your game, but is there one particular area of your game that you wanted to showcase more with Dallas that maybe you didn't get a chance to do in Connecticut?
I would say just creating off the bounce. I think it was a lot of late clock or broken plays in the half court or the quarter court where I got the ball and it was like you got to just get to the rim quickly. But I think just being able to create and kind of use different moves and create for my teammates, I'm excited to be able to do that. And just continue to get better at everything I was continuing to work on in Connecticut.
Speaking of Connecticut, obviously, we spoke about you saying that on the speak on this, a lot of wisdom to you. What's something that I guess 18 years taught you that you can teach the younger players here?
Oh, that's easy. It's just how to play the game the right way. From day one of me playing with AT, I saw how hard she played on both sides of the ball, and that's so rare for your star to be your hardest worker on both sides of the ball. I think sometimes people take plays off on one side or the other, and watching AT and being able to be alongside her and seeing how hard she goes every single possession, whether it's whether we're up 50 or whether we're down 5 or down 50, it's just she plays so hard, and I think that's why I have so much respect for her and why I allow her to when I was obviously a teammate, but when I allowed her to coach me so hard is because I can take whatever you're saying because you're doing it too. You're leading by example through your play, through your actions, and so I think just being able to tell the next group and tell our players just play harder, effort, regardless of what happens. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.